We're going to go over the cycle of fifths today. We're looking at the descending perfect fifth, and we're following that interval descending for perfect fifth all through the 12 keys. We're going to start just now with G, going down to C. So the reason we're focusing on taking this interval all the way around the cycle is because this is the way that chords most typically move and resolve. If we go up to a high C and then continually move down by perfect fifth, we get the cycle. And please do this with me, saying the name of the note first and then playing it. So C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, F sharp, B. Now at that point, let's go up to that B up high on the piano, and we'll take the B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Now, perfect fifths will take us from white keys to black keys, the B flat. The same shape would take us to that diminished fifth, obviously a very different sound, so if you catch that with your ears, make sure you adjust. So we go to the B flat. So one thing to observe with this, we'll go up to the B flat again, is once I get to a black key in the cycle, and the first one is B flat, I use up all of the black keys. So there's B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat or F sharp. Now at this point, we have to move off of the black key cycle and down to the white key. So we go F sharp to B. And once again, we'll go up to the B, and we have B, E, A, D, G, C, F, and then it takes us down to the black keys. There are 5 black keys, as you know, and 7 white keys, so let's just count those. We're up at the B flat, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've used up all the black keys. I move down to the B natural, the first white key in the pattern. We'll go up here and we'll count out all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then that would take me to the first black key, the B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's descending fifths. Now let's look at the ascending pattern. If we start with the first black key in that cycle is B flat. So I'll put my hand across the black keys and I'll move up to the E flat, and then the A flat, D flat, F sharp. And then we get to the white keys, B. Come down a bit and move up. B, E, G, A, D, G, C, F. Now it goes to the B flat. And we'll do that again. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, F sharp, to B, and then B, E, A, D, G, C, F. We can also pay attention to the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black keys. And we get to B and we're going to have 7 white keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One thing to be aware of, if you're descending, if you're in a 5-finger hand position, whatever the notes happen to be in between, that measures out your perfect fifth. B down to E. I'm going to bring my 5th finger to that top note and then lay my hand across 5 fingers across those keys, that will measure out the 5th. And at that point, when I put my 5th finger on the F, I'm going to measure out a 5th, but it's going to be a diminished 5th, a tritone. So we have to remember there, that's where we shift to the black keys. Same thing, I can lay my hand out over those 5, that 5th, and you're going to feel the same distance in your hand. And it becomes comfortable quite quickly. Also, as you are learning or already know the shapes of the major keys, that will also help. If I have my 5th finger on the D flat, I'll start with the B flat. We know that E flat major is an Oreo shape, and so my hand can fall right into that position and be like that cookie cutter that just knows where to go to make that shape, and that will tell me where the root of that chord would be, or the descending 5th. Another Oreo. Now I get to all black keys. And at this point, going from the F sharp to the B, the major triad underneath that is that reverse Oreo shape. So these are all familiar things that learning once imparts learning the next. Ascending can work in a very similar way. I have my thumb, we'll start on a B. I have my thumb there, and if my hand is laid out over a 5th, then the interval of a 4th will be on my 4th finger. Put my thumb there, lay out my hand, and that's where the 4th is. So it's good to understand these intellectually, to be able to write them out in bass or treble clef, but also to have them in your hand and in your ear. We're going to look with to one more aspect of this with the playing of the intervals. Instead of going all the way up or all the way down, we can alternate back and forth. We'll start with the black keys. So if I have my hand laid out over all 5 black keys, and I start with the B flat, so I'm going to be B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, F sharp. So B flat, down a perfect 5th to E flat, up a perfect 4th to A flat, down a perfect 5th to D flat, up a perfect 4th to F sharp. You can start in any position to do this. Have your 5th finger on an E flat. So I can still start on that B flat. I go up a perfect 4th to E flat, down a perfect 5th to A flat, up a perfect 4th to D flat, down a perfect 5th to the G flat or F sharp. That alternation starts to become, once again, very comfortable in the hand. Remember, the first white key in the pattern is B. And notice how we can walk down with the hands, and then one position down, my 5th finger's on A, and then I open to a 5th. My 5th finger comes over to a G. I walk down to the C. So just walking step by step to the left. Now my thumb can go to that B flat, and I can continue that walking down, alternating. I've used up all the black keys, now I'm back to B. Well, that's the wrong interval. We can tell by ear. We can also just remember that it's not a B natural that I go to after F, but the B flat.